In this video, we'll uncover the most expensive Lincoln steel penny coins you should be on the lookout for. We'll break down what makes these coins so special, how much they're worth in today's market, and what you need to know to sell them successfully at auction. First up, we're diving into one of the most interesting and valuable coins from the World War II era, the 1943 steel penny with an S mint mark, even in dirty condition. So if you're wondering how much this historical piece can fetch in today's auction market, stick around and let's find out. Let's start with a quick history lesson. In 1943, due to a shortage of copper during World War II, the U.S. Mint decided to produce pennies made from zinc-coated steel. The year 1943 is unique because it marks the only time the U.S. Mint struck pennies with this material. These pennies were used during the war to help save copper for ammunition and other essential supplies. Now, for most of us, the 1943 steel penny isn't rare on its own. However, the mint mark plays a big role in determining its value, especially the S mint mark coins that were minted in San Francisco. We're focusing on the 1943 S steel penny in dirty condition. So, what does it mean for a coin to be in dirty condition? Well, as you can see, this coin has accumulated some dirt, grime, and maybe a bit of corrosion over the years. While not the ideal for any collector, these imperfections don't always kill the coin's value, especially with historical coins like the 1943 steel penny. In fact, even in dirty or worn condition, the 1943 steel penny with an S mint mark can still carry significant value. But how much? Let's break it down. On the current auction market, the value of a 1943 S steel penny depends heavily on the condition and the overall appeal of the coin. For a dirty or heavily worn example, you might expect to see prices range anywhere from $85,000 at auction. Now, this is a far cry from a mint condition 1943 S steel penny, which can go for a lot more, sometimes hundreds of dollars or even over $1,000 in the right condition. But even though this coin is in dirty shape, it's still a piece of history, and collectors are always eager to get their hands on a 1943 steel penny with that S mint mark. Why is this coin valuable, even in such rough shape? Well, there are a couple of reasons. First, the steel composition itself makes it rare the U.S. Mint only produced them for 1 year. Second, the S mint mark indicates it was minted in San Francisco, which means it's a part of a smaller mintage compared to other 1943 pennies. In addition, coins from this era, especially in any condition, are in high demand among history buffs and collectors. So, if you're thinking about buying or selling a 1943 S steel penny, there are a few tips to keep in mind. Always check auction platforms like eBay or visit coin auctions to get a sense of how much similar coins are going for. Keep in mind that condition plays a significant role, but don't be discouraged by dirt. A little cleaning may help, but remember, never scrub a coin too hard as it can damage the surface further. Next up, the 1943 Abraham Lincoln steel penny without mint mark. This coin holds historical significance, and in good condition, it can be worth a lot more than you might think. Stay tuned to discover just how much this wartime relic could fetch in today's market. Let's start with the basics. In 1943, due to a copper shortage caused by World War II, the U.S. Mint began striking pennies out of steel instead of the usual copper. This created the iconic 1943 Lincoln steel penny. The coin is lightweight, magnetic, and instantly recognizable by its steel gray color. The 1943 Lincoln penny features the familiar design with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and 2 ears of wheat on the reverse. But the key factor here is that these pennies were produced with steel temporary change that lasted for just 1 year. Now, let's talk about the mint marks. There are 3 possible mint marks on the 1943 steel pennies: D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark for Philadelphia. Coins without a mint mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, are often considered the most common of the 1943 steel pennies. But that doesn't mean they're without value, especially if they're in good condition. The 1943 without mint mark version is actually quite popular among collectors. While the mint mark variety does have an impact on value, even the Philadelphia version can be worth much more than its face value if it's in good condition. So, What exactly do we mean by good condition? When we talk about coins in good condition, we're looking for pieces that show clear detail, but may have some wear from circulation. In the case of the 1943 steel penny, a good condition coin will still feature a well-defined Lincoln portrait, readable inscriptions, and visible wheat stalks on the reverse, although they might show some signs of wear and light tarnishing. A good condition 1943 steel penny typically has more surface wear compared to higher grade coins but still holds significant collector value, especially due to its historical importance and scarcity. Now, let's get to the fun part. What's this coin worth in today's market? The 1943 Lincoln Steel penny without a mint mark in good condition typically ranges in value from $70,000, depending on its overall appearance, rarity, and demand at the time. Though this is a relatively low value for a coin that's more than 80 years old, the price can increase depending on the quality. If your coin has minimal wear and is in better than average condition for its age, it could fetch up to $100, or even higher. Coins that are well preserved or have a unique history behind them can sometimes break the bank. Some 1943 steel pennies without mint marks, even in good condition, can sell for $90,000 or more at auction, depending on the collector interest at that time. So, if you're lucky enough to own one in especially good shape, you might find it's worth a lot more than the standard range. While these higher auction prices aren't guaranteed, they show that there's still considerable demand for these rare wartime coins. So, if you're looking to start or add to your collection, the 1943 steel penny without a mint mark is an excellent piece to have. It represents a pivotal moment in American history, and its price can climb if the right collector sets their sights on it. Whether you're finding one in circulation, hunting for it at a coin shop, or browsing an auction, it's a great coin to keep an eye on. Well, that's it for today's deep dive into the 1943 Lincoln steel penny without a mint mark in good condition. It's an affordable yet collectible piece of U.S. history that can still fetch a decent price. If you're a coin collector or just starting out, make sure to keep your eyes peeled for this iconic coin. Next up, the 1943 Abraham Lincoln steel penny with a large date and D mint mark, even when found in dirty condition. Stay tuned to find out just how much this unique coin could be worth in today's market. Let's start with a little background. The 1943 Lincoln penny is special because it was made of steel instead of the usual copper. Why? Due to copper shortages during World War II, the U.S. Mint switched to using steel for this particular year's pennies. As a result, the 1943 Lincoln steel penny became a symbol of wartime ingenuity. The 1943 Lincoln penny features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse, just like other wheat pennies. But it's the steel composition and large date that set it apart from other years. Now, let's talk about the mint marks. The D mint mark on this penny means it was struck at the Denver Mint. The large date variety, which is typically more prominent than the small date, is another important factor when determining the value of this coin. Coins with the large date are considered to be slightly rarer than their small date counterparts, and this can make them more valuable, even if the condition is less than perfect. So, what if the coin is in dirty condition? In the world of coin collecting, dirty doesn't necessarily mean a coin is worthless. While dirt, corrosion, or grime can impact the coin's appeal, it doesn't automatically destroy its value, especially if it's a rare piece. Coins in dirty condition can still hold significant value because of their rarity, like our 1943 steel penny with the large date and D mint mark. Cleaning them, however, is usually not recommended, as it can further damage the coin's surface and decrease its market value. Now, let's get into the value of this coin. A 1943 Lincoln steel penny in dirty condition with D mint mark can still fetch a respectable price in today's market, especially if the dirt or corrosion is relatively minimal. In general, you can expect a 1943 steel penny in dirty condition to be worth anywhere from $110,000, depending on how bad the dirt is and how much of the design is still visible. But the rarity of the coin and its mint mark can boost that price. For example, a coin in more substantial damage or with heavy corrosion may sell for a bit less, but if the coin is in better shape, like showing clear detail, even with some dirt it could sell for $100,000 or more. While a dirty coin might not fetch a premium price, Some collectors will still pay top dollar for a 1943 steel penny with D mint mark, especially if it's an uncirculated or well-preserved piece. In fact, a 1943 Lincoln steel penny with D mint mark in mint state or near mint condition could be worth $500 or more. Coins with cleaner surfaces, fewer blemishes, and a well-defined large date have even more potential, so it's worth considering all factors before you let go of one of these wartime treasures. So, whether you find a dirty 1943 Lincoln steel penny with a D mint mark in your collection or decide to purchase one, it's clear that these coins can still hold great value. And if you're lucky enough to have one in near mint or mint condition, you could be holding on to a real treasure. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on more valuable coin insights. Have you found a 1943 steel penny? Drop a comment below and let us know what condition it's in.